have so many people come out for healthy holiday treats. And at stake tonight is the golden ladle for the recipe with the most votes. And first runner-up, the silver ladle for the second place. So please be sure you have your ticket and place one vote for your favorite recipe. And
I worked really hard on those votes.
Well, you did a good job.
And we always register for Healthy Lifestyle and Lunch and Learn with Tanya Mabey. She does a great job keeping track of our events. There is no Healthy Lifestyle or Lunch and Learn in December.
Correct.
We begin again in January, and Tanya will kindly mail you a sample. We have some folks who cannot be here tonight, but they sent their food and their recipe. So I'll start with one of those, if I may. And somebody we know took a sample and said, "This is to die for." And this has been submitted by Carolyn McEntee with the Great Start program, and it's cranberry and pistachio chocolate bark. So what you need to do is, in a double boiler, you melt the chocolate. Then you line a baking sheet with the wax parchment paper. Then after you have the chocolate down, then you top it with the nuts, the coconut flakes, the dried canned cranberries, and a few pinches of coarse salt. And then place the baking sheet in the freezer. And after it's firmed, then you can break it up and serve it. So that is a really excellent, healthy recipe, and you can use just less sweet chocolate if you prefer, and you can add what you like. We have someone else who couldn't be here tonight. Is that right, Tanya?
Yes. So Nina Barnett, which is our public relations manager and our foundation manager, could not be with us, but she submitted her family's Barnett's Healthy Muffins. In those you use bananas, eggs, plant butter, and almond milk, and combine those in a bowl. And then you use oatmeal, almond flour, coconut palm sugar, stevia, baking powder, cinnamon, blueberries, and cranberries. Mix the wet bowl together, then add and refrigerate for 20 minutes. Then you can place them in muffin papers and cook for 20 minutes. Mix up to 24 of them. And while I'm already standing here, I'm not going to try to lie to all of you and explain to you that I can cook and bake, because I can't, and my husband will attest to that. So I went with something I didn't have to bake, so none of you left with food poisoning tonight. These are called the Grinch. All you do is take a green apple, a banana slice, a strawberry, and a mini marshmallow, and stick it on a toothpick. Very simple, very healthy, and good for the kids and the parents.
And now I'm thrilled to call upon Kelly Phelps from Sanilac County Community Mental Health.
Well, our Creative Enterprises Kitchen put their minds together and came up with the cranberry feta pinwheels. The cranberry feta pinwheels are completely unbaked, so you just take 8 ounces of softened cream cheese and beat that up really good before you add any other ingredients to it until it gets nice and fluffy. And then you're going to add the crumbled feta cheese and some dried cranberries, or you can use cran raisins, or you could even use a couple of dollops of actual cranberry sauce in the mixture, along with some chopped chives, and then mix that all together with a spoon. Spread it on your tortillas, and you can see rather than using flour tortillas, they've gone with spinach and tomato tortillas to give them a little extra color. And then just spread those on there, roll it up, and cut them into little pinwheels. Also, we've brought for you this evening some water bottles. We encourage you at CMH, you can make sure you drink lots of water, take good care of yourself over the holiday season, and practice steps for staying mentally healthy. Thank you.
Joan Nagelkirk could not be with us tonight, and she is head of our foundation board, but she sent us Santa hats. They're adorable. So they're made with light cream cheese, light Cool Whip, powdered sugar, and chocolate chips. You just have to cut the tops off of the strawberries and save. Whip the filling together. Place filling on bottom half of strawberry and cover with top half. Place a dab of filling on top and place chocolate chip on top, and you get that adorable little Santa. Could I hand off now to you, Charlene Beasel, Director of our dietary?
I made 3 tonight, just to give a little variety. The one in the back is it's tuna on the go on a lettuce wrap. So it's just romaine, the inner leaves of the romaine, and you could put anything on it. We use the tuna recipe. However, you could put egg salad on it, you could put salmon pate, salmon salad on it, you could put hummus, you could put like that cowboy salsa with the corn, or just a veggie medley on there. I just wanted to bring it to your attention that you don't need chips or Cheetos or Doritos or something unhealthy to use as a dip. You could use romaine. In hearts of romaine, they're pretty sturdy, and you don't even need a plate. You just pick them up and eat them, and they're nice and crunchy, and you could really stuff them with anything that you care to, even a cream cheese, a light cream cheese blend of some kind. So that's the one. The other one, I have 2 over here, and one is very simple. It's just olives, but we're serving them warm. And it really changes the taste and the aroma of olives. The kind that I have in there are just the garlic stuffed and the black. But when you get home, it's the only kind that will not carry. We did put some rosemary on there. You could also Google, this is warm olives with rosemary, but you could also Google a lot of different warm olive recipes. You can serve it with feta. You can serve it with a nice piece of, a small piece of like a baguette slice, and they could put the olives and the oil on top. But just the fact that you're serving them warm instead of traditionally the way they've been served cold, it changes the whole experience of eating them. The third one is a chickpea. It's called roasted chickpea snack. And that one is a little spicy. It has a little chili powder on it and garlic powder. But you mix a marinade, you let the chickpeas sit, and then you roast them for 45 minutes in the oven. And again, you could serve them warm or cold, but it's a healthy alternative to, say, nuts, which are very, very high in fat. Chickpeas are a legume. You get more fiber. It's more of a carbohydrate instead of a nut. Of course, you have the olive oil, but still, when you consider 4 little pieces of pecan is 1 fat serving, you can eat more chickpeas. And it's filling, and they're typically bland, and they assume the flavor of what you put on them. That's why when you're making hummus with chickpeas, you use tahini, which is very flavorful. Anyhow, that's our roasted chickpea snack, and you can serve that. You have to cook it, but then you can serve it cold or keep it hot. And it's kind of crunchy and nice, and like I said, it's an alternative again to like nuts or chips or anything that would have been more fattening. This is a monounsaturated fat, so it's good for you. It's not, there's nothing saturated about it. So those are the 3 that I have.
And I'm pleased to be a competitor tonight. So I brought shrimp cocktail, and my recipe says how to boil shrimp as taught to me by my mother. So to me, there's nothing worse than overcooked shrimp. So you fill a large pot with 4 quarts of cold water. You squeeze the juice from 2 lemons and put it in the water, and then you throw in the throw in the rest of the lemon in there too. And then I have little tea bags that you can put your own tea in, and I put in pickling spice. It's very unusual to cook shrimp with pickling spice, but my family always has, and I like it that way. Bring this water to a hard boil. After it's got a rolling boil, then you add your shrimp in, they peeled and deveined. And as soon as the water boils again, take it off the heat, drain your shrimp in a colander, and then put them right in a nice container of ice water. And then you can put that in the fridge, and it's good for several days like that in the fridge. And I do like to cook my shrimp ahead of company, because there's that smell that can get in the air that, you've cooked some shrimp. So I cook it ahead. And then this is my mom's shrimp cocktail sauce. And and a shrimp is about 15 calories, so you can't get lower calorie than that. And the shrimp cocktail sauce, I use about 2 cups of Heinz pure ketchup, and that's the thing, Heinz says there's no gluten, none of the stuff you should have. They're just using tomatoes. And then a juice of 1 lemon. And then I like horseradish. So I have about 4 tablespoons of horseradish in there. But you can alter this combination to suit your own taste buds, but you'll find that quite spicy. And I have estimated that based on the ketchup, about 25 calories per tablespoon for the shrimp cocktail sauce. I also like to make this alcohol-free mock champagne at the holiday times. And it's equal parts white grape juice, Diet 7-Up, and Diet Vernors. When I have punch out at the holidays, so many people use regular soda, and it's absolutely, to me, too sweet. So this is with the Diet 7-Up, Diet Vernors, equal parts. My frozen, I like to freeze the pop overnight, so I add that instead of ice. Then you don't dilute down your punch if you already have frozen what you're making the punch out of. And then I said, cheers. And I'm estimating about 50 calories per 8 ounces. That's based on the white grape juice. And if you were to have the real champagne, it's about 100 calories in 4 ounces. So way less than the real stuff, and it's healthy and it's safe. And happy holidays. Thank you.